on, you guys? My name is Rage and I am back today with another video for you all. In today's video, we're going to walk through the team and roster I utilized to unlock both the next part of Doom Part 2 from nodes 2.7 and 2.8. With this review, just keep in mind, you guys, I'm going to show you my roster here real quick. It's going to utilize a mixture of the Black Order in addition to supporting cast characters. So first and foremost, my Ebony Maw here is 65k. As you can see here, really got lucky with the 6 red that's able to boost him up, really provide extra health for him, in addition to the fact that it does increase his overall survivability. We have T4 both his special as well as his passive here, just because of the fact that his special does allow his defense up to apply and stick for 2 turns, and we absolutely need that to keep our team and as well as the Black Order alive, just to ensure that we can last through the nodes. Last but not least, I also T4'd his passive here just because of the fact that all Black Order characters, especially Thanos, they gain a 10% extra resistance. Absolutely huge, so that's why I've done it, just to really ensure their survivability. And as you see here with the ISO 8, I have pushed him up to the level 3 healer, mainly being when you look at the level 3 benefits you get, biggest one is being the fact that he will heal the lowest health for additional 5% of his health, in addition to gaining active healing. And the level 2 also gives him an extra 10%, so that's really big for me. With that being said, that's going to be Ebony Maw. I cannot say enough things about how he's going to be utilized. He's really going to be the key piece to making sure you can get through these nodes, so highly recommended. If you guys want to do this with a lower power team, I think Black Order is probably one of the only ways to do it. Otherwise, you might have to just have some really strong characters that you bring forth to the table. Fortunately, you can utilize power armor in addition to the Hydra guys as well. So that's for Ebony Maw. He's going to be our core piece. Next, I do have Proxima Midnight here at 40k. As you can see here, I do have her the 4 red. And I did actually T4 her passive here, and the reason being is because it applies an additional 10% focus for all Black Order allies. And this is really important because of the fact that, especially with the characters we're up against right now, them being 20-30k higher than our team individually in power, it's going to ensure that her abilities stick. And what I mean by that is, if you look at her ultimate here, she has the ability to apply a stun and a slow, so we want that to ensure it actually hits. With that being said, the passive will increase her focus to the point where it should be able to work. For ISO 8, I just kind of added a nice light level 1 healer just to provide some additional healing and sustainability. Next, you guys, we do have Call Obsidian here, also consistent with Proxima Midnight at tier 11 gear. And as you can see here, I also T4'd his ability here in passive payback. As you can see here, when he actually gains his P4, all characters on his side actually gain an additional 10% health. So we really want to take advantage of this, boost the Black Order characters as much as we can. In addition, I also did use the ISO 8 Fortifier here, and what that does for him is actually provides a barrier when he spawns. In addition, I pushed into the level 2 to get an additional 10%. We really want Call Obsidian to be soaking up damage and really sustaining for our team, and working hand in hand with Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw is going to keep him alive while he soaks up the damage, especially with his strong physique and his actual resistance. So that's what we want to bring on board. Next, you guys, Corvus Glaive here at tier 11, 36k. I once again got lucky with the Red Star Orbs. I got him with the 5 red, which really does push his survivability and sustain up. And fortunately, you see here, there is no T4s required for Corvus Glaive here for the time being. And just to additionally increase our survivability and ensuring we can get through the nodes, I did also slap on a light level 1 healer just to ensure that there's additional healing. With that being said, you guys, that does conclude our Black Order roster. So that begs the question, who's going to be our 5th character as part of the final cog to the piece? I will have to introduce you guys to our amazing Red Skull. Couple reasons we're bringing him on board. First and foremost, his Elite Guard special ability here, being able to summon the chance of 2 to 3 Hydra minions, gives me targets to be able to allow the enemies to attack, and that to me means we can protect our team and ensure they survive and ensure that the node is complete, right? So having Red Skull here, tier 11, consistent with the Black Order guys, 34k. Fortunately got him with the 4 red to really push his survivability. And as you can see here, didn't go too crazy on his abilities because really I'm bringing him on board just to soak damage up. Obviously his damage does help, but really in the grand scheme of things, it's really going to be the Black Order that will make it or break it for these rosters going through forward. So here we go, you guys. With that being said, let's go ahead and proceed with our next node in Doom Part 2 here, following 2-7. It's going to be 2-8. So as you guys can see here, total team power is going to be 212k. Slightly stronger than our last node, but this will be due to the fact that we have increased our T4 abilities as opposed to my first video where we didn't do those upgrades. And this is just going to give us that extra boost in resistance, health, and as well as focus to be able to get the job done for these next 2 nodes. Now, I can't stress this enough, you guys. I did play this node quite a few times just to really get a good understanding of it. The strategy is absolutely important in order to be able to complete this node. So, first and foremost, when we start off with Proxima Midnight, we're going to want to use her special here to try and apply an offense down on Pyro or Symbiote Spider-Man, one of those two, because the attack is able to bounce. And as you can see, it was able to land it on Pyro. However, Emma Frost on their side was able to cleanse it and apply an immunity. But even then, you guys, do not activate Ebony Maw's special at the beginning. Let me repeat that. Do not activate a special just because we just want to target Pyro with our regular attacks and damage. We want to take out Pyro first. He needs to go down because of his damage and the fact that we need to keep our team alive. So for Chalcidian, make sure you activate his special just to taunt, cleanse his negative conditions, and just resume attacking Pyro there. But just make sure you're also utilizing Red Skull's minions to heal, because that's really the key, one of the key reasons we're bringing him on board. When it's Ebony Maw's second turn, make sure you use all his ultimate just to heal everybody, be able to soak some damage. This also applies a slow on Emma Frost and and her teammates, so that's why we want to do that. We want to take a little bit of healing, especially when you see that our Red Skull is quite low right now. With Pyro down now, you guys, we're going to go ahead and target Symbiote Spider-Man. As you can see there, I was able to use Proxima Midnight to stun him as well, and that's what you want to do for her ultimate, just because if you stun Symbiote Spider-Man, it just ensures that he doesn't get another turn, especially with him being able to stun and slow. So it'll be Pyro first and then Symbiote Spider-Man. So that's going to be the attack order here, you guys. It's absolutely crucial that you follow this order, just because of the fact that it's important in terms of making sure the high priority targets are taken down. Following Symbiote Spider-Man and Pyro now, I am going to resume my attacks now on Venom. Venom has an ability block. He also has bleed that he can use on our team. That's why we want to take him down. Although as pesky as Emma Frost is, we unfortunately just can't take her down with all these guys attacking us. So that's the key reason why we're doing a really singled attacking strategy here. Just take out these high priority targets, and then we're going to actually leave Emma Frost for the very end of this wave. And there we go. And with Venom down now, you guys, we'll just go ahead now and finish off these Ravagers. Fortunately, they're pretty squishy. And make sure you guys, whenever you get a chance with Red Skull, just keep summoning targets, keep summoning his allies to be able to assist us, because we just need his Red Skull to be able to provide a heal as well. Anything to kind of keep our team alive, especially with how much damage these guys do. During this phase, we're going to go ahead, finish off these Ravagers, but it's also important to know, you guys, make sure you are building up your energy for the next wave. And what I mean by that is ensure you're not using Ebony Maw's special or his ultimate unless you're planning to heal the team, because you know that he's one of the few healers on this team right now. That's why we gave him the ISO 8 for that. In addition, his ultimate actually does heal really well. So if you're able to, as you see there, I tried to stun her using Proxima Midnight. Unfortunately, just because of how much stronger Emma Frost is than our team, it didn't work. But we're just going to go ahead here, you guys, just slowly allocate damage. And again, make sure you do not use Ebony Maw's special. We're going to save that for the next wave, because we will need the defense up. We'll need the offense down on the opposing target. So really, when it comes down to Emma Frost here at this stage, it's really about just stalling. And as you can see, I did go ahead and use Ebony Maw's ultimate, because, you know, if you have the chance to do so, he does have a really good heal. And especially if it's 5 targets against 1 right now, we definitely want to take advantage of that. I saw that Proxima Midnight was getting weak, so that's why I used Chalcidian's special just to taunt away the damage, just in case Emma Frost decides to target Proxima. So fortunately, though, this does buy a lot of time for our Red Skull to generate a lot of allies, so we're going to be really, really ready for the next wave. So really take your time with this wave. There's no rush, you guys. Buy time, heal up with Red Skull, and additionally, when the time is right, we'll just finish off Emma Frost, and we're going to be in a great position for the next wave, especially with all our energy up and with all these minions on our side here. So as you can see, we're just about there. There you guys go, and that is the last of Emma Frost. And as you can see, that does prompt the next wave. Fortunately, not as bad as the first wave because they don't have someone like Emma Frost cleansing. We are going to want to take out Juggernaut and as well as the Kree Reaper and Venom before the Ravager. So you're going to see, priority target-wise, if you're able to actually stun Juggernaut, it would be ideal. I don't like him taunting, especially he gets pretty diabolical in terms of what he brings especially when he has immunity and defense up. So I am going to go ahead right now then and try to stun Juggernaut, and it does land, so that's perfect. So we are going to go ahead then and try to take down both Venom as well as Kree Reaper, just because now that Juggernaut stalled for a turn, we should be able to do that. Recognizing here that obviously, Kree Reaper is squishier. I do recommend taking down Kree Reaper actually first before Venom. As you can see, he's quite squishy and he does do more damage than Venom. Venom is pesky in the sense that he has the ability block, right? So that's why good to take out those two, especially if you can do it before Juggernaut gets his taunt up. So that's what we're going to try to do right now and see how that goes. Fortunately there, as you can see, Corvus Glaive does have the finishing blow, which is beautiful. And once again, Red Skull here with the special. We're going to keep summoning minions just to fill up the board here. Give them targets to hit, anybody other than our actual teammates. So another beautiful thing. That's why we're bringing Red Skull on board. He just creates illusions here and diversions to ensure that we have a little bit of a breathing space. So with that being said there, you guys, you see that both Venom now and Kree are down. We can finally resume our attack fully on Juggernaut. So we're going to go ahead, use Ebony Maw here to heal everyone up once again. Man, I love that heal just because it's percentage based. It also bypasses heal block, which is absolutely really crucial, especially when you're up against someone that has those abilities. So now that Juggernaut's taunt, that's quite alright with us because, Kree Reaper and both Venom are not in our way anymore. So we're going to go ahead and take these guys down here. Ideally, just take out Juggernaut first just because he is the tankier one. Fortunately with this wave as well, similar to the first one, we are able to fully actually go ahead and finish off all 4 of these guys. So once again, take your time, no rush, absolutely no rush at all, because we can build up our energy, prepare ourselves for the next wave. But it is nice that we can have some clean finishes for these waves before the next spawn. So I am going to go ahead and fast forward this just to save you guys some time. And here you guys go. Finishing this off, this very last Ravager, it does prompt the last wave here. So it is the last remaining 5 characters here. We'll finish off that Ravager that's still hanging by a thread. And as you can see, it's a combination of Chavez, Miss Marvel, Sabretooth, Mystique, as well as Strife. So, a mix of that original Brotherhood 1.0. So look, we're gonna go ahead. I'm not a fan of Mystique at all. So I do like to target her if I can, just because of her damage. Additionally, you will see that right away. Strife is gonna unfortunately taunt, so we do have to get through him. Fortunately, Proxima Midnight can take away his pauses, so we just have to wait for her turn. Worst case scenario, that's quite alright, just because we have defense up, they have offense down, so we're in a really good position. Ideally, if you get to this last wave of all 5 of your characters alive, you're in a really good position to be able to 3-star this node. So congrats to you guys if you've gotten this far. So let's go ahead now. Took away his pauses right there. We're gonna go ahead and resume our attack on Mystique now, just because, like I said, she's squishy. I don't like her abilities. Let's just make sure she gets out of the way here, so that way there's no extra surprises on our team here. And something just to watch out for, just make sure you guys are using your abilities, especially Ebony Maw. He's really core to keeping our team alive. His heal is really timely. With Mystique down, generally I do like to take out the squishier targets, but obviously Miss Marvel being weaker, we cannot refuse finishing her off just because she's weaker. Same with Strife. So we're gonna go ahead now. We're gonna resume our attack, and at this point, honestly, it's a good game. Finishing off Strife, Sabretooth and Chavez left. Honestly, at this point, especially with Ebony Maw having both his special and ultimate left, ideally this is where you guys want to be in the game. This should not be a problem for you at this point, especially now that we dealt with the first wave being the hardest the hardest barrier to overcome. Just to save you guys some time, I did just fast forward. Let's go ahead, finish off Sabretooth here, and there you guys have it. That is the 3-star unlock of the final 3 nodes here for the chapter 2 of Doom. As you can see here, that is 2-8.
So with that being said, game froze on me for a sec. I'm not sure what happened there. But there's the 3 stars, and there you guys have it. That's using the 212k roster team of a Black Order, in addition to my Red Skull from his Hydra respective team. So there you guys have it. I will have a video for you for the last note as well. As always, I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.